Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, unlike what I should be doing, I'm not working on the Volkswagen that's behind me. That car is almost done. Gotta put the windshield in, put the seats in, all that kind of thing, and I could get plates on it. But no, I'm working on a car that runs fine, is registered, I could drive it, doesn't need anything done. No, I'm working on that one. Because why work on a car that I want to actually get finished? I don't know. Anyway, I'm working on the 69 Plymouth today. Now, if you've been watching this channel, you'll know I have a 69 Plymouth Satellite 4-door that I'm turning into an Adam 12 car. Or you might just call it an old LAPD car, old police car, whatever. Now, my car is a 318 and a 904 transmission, which, it's not bad. You could get that on the police package. You could get that in any car. It's actually the base engine for the Satellite series. But the real police cars on the show and in real life in the LAPD had 383 Super Commandos, 4-barrel, high performance, 727 torque flight transmissions, and yeah, I'd really like to have one of those just because it's like having a Roadrunner with 2 extra doors. Now, I was going to do that eventually, but I didn't see it in the future anytime soon until a buddy of mine sent me a Craigslist ad. So let's go see what I got. This is a 383 Mopar engine. Now, conveniently, it is also somewhere around the date range where I would call acceptable for my car, which was built, I believe, in March 1969, but I'll have to check the broadcast sheet to tell you exactly. This engine, I believe, was made December 1968, and I would say that's reasonable enough for it to have possibly been, quote-unquote, date correct. Now, this thing has had a somewhat interesting life. The Hemi orange paint on it, which kind of looks red on camera, but I'm definitely going with Hemi orange, looks original to me, which would mean it's a high performance or police block, not a regular 383, Commando or whatever with a 2-barrel. That would lead you to believe it came out of something kind of cool. But then you look underneath it, and someone hacked together an oil pan, which has some mice in it. I wish I had videoed taking the heads off, in the oil pan off, because that would have been really interesting. But they hacked together an oil pan to make it work in a van. We're talking like a Dodge van style, like the ambulance from Cannonball Run, but with a 383 high-performance engine in it. And they hacked that together. But this engine is very interesting, especially for the price I paid for it. $50. It was gonna get scrapped, and he said he would hate to see it go in the scrap pile. Give him $50, I can have it. So sure, why not? $50 for this, it's like buying the block, basically, You're buying the block and for a really good deal anyway, and hoping you get, something else. So, pulled the heads off. The heads are kind of crunchy. I don't know if I'm going to replace them, rebuild them, who knows. Haven't decided yet. This project, I really don't want to dive into this yet. The Plymouth was not supposed to be really worked on until my bus was done, and my bug's not even done, so I'm not even working on the bus. I like to finish one project at a time, in theory, but in practice you can see I don't really do that too well. Under the heads, the pistons and all that look new. So new, in fact, they don't even have piston rings in them. I've looked these up. I can get these for $400 for the set. 4 or 5, I couldn't remember. And I thought, well, that's interesting. They never had piston rings in them. Then you look in here, and you can see machining marks still. And then the camshaft looks brand new. So I thought, me and my buddy were here pulling it apart in the back of the Volvo I drive, station wagon, and we're thinking, wow, it's like they had this machined, started building a really cool engine, and left it sitting. Never got around to finishing. When I got it, and I talked to the fella, he said, he had it for about 30 years. And he had it outside for about a year. So, luckily it was only outside for a year. Hopefully I don't have to get too much machining done. But, you know, it's still remarkable that this engine, which seems to have a lot of new stuff on it, was just set aside. It's also remarkable how heavy this is compared to a Volkswagen engine. I can lift a complete Volkswagen engine with another person. And, you know, I had to take the heads off of this to wiggle it out of the back of a Volvo down a ramp. So, there's that. But, I just wanted to share this with you because I think it's really cool. Right now, obviously you can see 2 pistons are out. Those 2 came out very easily out of the same area. These 6, the remaining 6, are not coming out too easily. I poured large amounts of Marvel Mystery Oil into the ones that I could get it in. 2 of them, the Marvel drained out, which is a good sign, I would hope. This one, it's kind of just sitting there. That one, you can't even get anything in because it's at the top. But, you know, we'll see. This is going to turn into a series in the future, you know. Building a V8 Mopar engine, big block. I mean, I've never even torn apart a Volkswagen engine because I haven't had the need to yet. So this is a big change for me. So it's going to be pretty exciting, building an engine. Going to get some appropriate engine building equipment, an engine stand, that kind of thing. Paint it Hemi orange. Big pie tin that says 3D3 Super Commando. It's going to be cool, but you know, I like to think about the things that are way off in the future. That kind of thing. 3D3 Super Commando pie tin, painted orange. That's way off in the future. I don't anticipate having this engine done by the end of the year, and it's January 2021. Because this is a lot of money. And, you know, I like to keep money in the bank for in case. And, you know, I'd like to finish this. This still needs some money thrown at it. But, you know, the bus. This is like a, oh, hey, there's this thing at the swap meet. Let me grab that. Or there's an oil pan on Craigslist for $25. Let me grab that. Not like, oh, let me go on O'Reilly and get new cylinder heads and this and that. And let me go on Summit and get this and that. And, you know. But, you know, there's that. But I thought it would just be really cool, interesting to show you this new acquisition. $50 for a big block Mopar that is surprisingly clean, even though right now it does not look clean, and you can see a Scotch-Brite sitting there, because I was checking out how the surface was, that's probably going to need to get machined. I'm going to try honing the cylinders, or the walls, and we'll see from there. But I wanted to share this with you. I thought it was really interesting, really cool. It's got a very interesting story. Obviously, a high-performance engine going into like a conversion van. Interesting to me, maybe not to you. But anyway, I wanted to share it with you. Let me know in the comments what you think about it. If you know anything about building 3D3s, or any big block or regular Mopar V8. If you have any suggestions on videos or books I should get, you know, very helpful things. I recently got a book that will be interesting to no one else that is out of print. Chrysler Dodge Plymouth police cars, I believe 1957 to 78 or 77, I can't remember. I'll throw a picture of it up. I find it very fascinating to read that stuff, especially once you get into the muscle car era, where, you know, you have 68 Plymouth Belvederes that are equipped the same, if not better, than a 68 Roadrunner would be, and they have 2 extra doors. I love reading that stuff. They have a whole article on LAPD cars, 68, 69, and their equipment, which I'm going to find very, very valuable once I get down to the Plymouth. But like I said, that's probably not interesting to anybody watching this, so I digress. So anyway, like I said, I just wanted to share this with you. Let me know in the comments what you think. If you're new around here, hit subscribe, because you know, I work on a lot of Volkswagen stuff, and slowly into much more Chrysler, Dodge, Plymouth stuff. And, you know, building a V8 is very American car of someone that works on Volkswagens all the time. You know, where the engine is the size of the cylinder head for this thing. So, I'll see you in the next video, guys. Like I said, leave a comment, and I'll see you later. Bye.